राधा माधव की जय। जय विष्णु पाद परमहंस परिव्राजक भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। विष्णु पाद परमहंस परिव्राजक भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। राधा कृष्ण गोविंद कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। मथुरा धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। मायापुर नबी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। श्रीमती राधारानी की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। समवेत भक्तवृंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल। All glory to assembled devotees. All glory to assembled devotees. All glory to assembled devotees. All glory Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. Ananda Leelamaya Vigrahaya Hemava Divya Chavi Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasa Pradaya Sri Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Chaitanya Chandraya Namo. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but he came as a devotee to teach us devotion, how to surrender unto Krishna. Krishna came 5,000 years ago, last Dwapar Yuga, in his own Swarup, as son of Nanda Maharaj, Jasda Mata, Jasda Nandan Nandanandan. He is Leela Purushottama. He manifested varieties of Leelas. But Mahaprabhu is Prema Purushottama. Mahaprabhu gave Krishna prema. How you get Krishna, how you understand Krishna, how you get Krishna, how you see Krishna. That Mahaprabhu came and taught us, and what is needed for us, he gave us. That's Krishna prema. Krishna, he is Krishna himself. Krishna came, Krishna is Leela Purushottam, manifested varieties of Leelas in this material world. Krishna has his abode in spiritual world, that is known as Krishna Loka. Nitya Leela, eternal Leela is going on. What business he has here to come here? This material world, Krishna is Sachidanandamaya Vigraha. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Nadi Radhi Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Brahma Sangita says. Parameswara Krishna, he is Sanmaya, he is Chinmaya, he is Anandamaya. Full of eternality, full of knowledge, full of blissfulness. Sachidanandamaya Vigraha. He is Anadi Radhi Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. He has no beginning but beginning of everything. He is cause of all causes, he is Govinda. So why he comes here? Material world, which is temporary and which is dukkhalayam asaswatam, isn't it? Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says this is dukkhalayam asaswatam. This is filled with miseries. Birth, death, old age, disease. These are miseries here. No happiness, no pleasure here. This is dukkhalaya, asaswata. This is temporary. It will be annihilated. Do you understand? Why Krishna comes here? What business he has?
Protect his devotee.
What?
To protect his devotee. To re-establish Dharma.
to establish dharma, protected devotees. Jada jadai dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanu adharmasya tadatmanu sujamyam paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami juge juge. You quote this thing, isn't it? Bhagavad Gita, that's a fact. Yes. He comes here to establish Bhagavata Dharma, annihilate the miscreants, demons, atheists, and protect the devotees, isn't it? And he manifests a Leela here also. His Leela Purushottam manifests varieties of Leelas. You follow? Manifest varieties of Leelas. Why? What purpose? What is the purpose? Why?
So we can remember and go back to Godhead.
Shrudam Sarvabhutanam, he said. He is Shrudam Sarvabhutanam. He is only well-wishing friend of all living entities. Isn't it? Bhaktarum Jagyantapasang Sarvaloka Maheswaram Shrudam Sarvabhutanam Gyantamang Santing Ruchati. Last verse of the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he says this thing, isn't it? I am Bhoktar, I am the only enjoyer. Sarva Tapasang, result of tapasya or jagya tapasang. Sarvaloka Maheswaram, I am the Lord, Supreme Lord of all planetary systems, material world, spiritual world, all worlds. Shrudam Sarvabhutanam, I am the only well-wishing friend of all living entities. Yantamang Santing Ruchati, one who knows this thing, he will get peace. Otherwise he cannot get peace. This most important thing is, he is Sruhuda. He is our only well-wishing friend, isn't it? He never deserts us. But your so-called friend here in the material world, today they are friends, tomorrow you find they are enemies. Kale mitra, kale apar, isn't it? Kale mitra, kale apar. Your so-called friendship here, material friendship, is not true friendship. They have established some friendship with you, for what purpose? To get some gain from you. Isn't it? They have some desire. I will get this thing from him, so I will establish friendship with him. When he sees that I cannot get it, then he turns enemy, isn't it? Even this sambandha, the relationship you have established here, material relationship, bodily relationship, temporary relationship, 5 kinds of relationship. What are 5 kinds of relationship? If you categorize relationship here, you find it come under 5 categories. What are those? Father and son relationship, husband and wife relationship, master and servant relationship, friend and friend relationship, and some other relationship. These 5 categories we may find it, isn't it? All these relations are based on bodily relation, material relation, and temporary relations. Do you understand? And we also find this relation, though temporary, sometimes it also doesn't last long. Kale mitra, kale apar. Tomorrow you find his friend, I mean, today you find he is your friend, tomorrow you find he has become your enemy, isn't it? Even if we find between the friendship of father and son, turning enemies, yes, isn't it? Isn't it? Many instances there, daily occurring. The son murders father, isn't it? Father murders, kills son also, because they turn enemies. Some demands, the demand is not fulfilled, then turn enemy. Kale mitra, kale was such a nasty platform. material world. He was narrating one incident. Loitaka, you narrate that incident, how the son murdered his father, you see. What is that?
The son wanted to get the car from the parents, and the parents wouldn't give it to him, so they had a heated argument, and then so he shot the mother and father.
He shot the mother and father, you see.
And he burnt the house down.
You see, what is this? He shot the mother and father. Give me car. They denied. Shot. What sort of relationship, father and mother relationship? Kale mitro, kale opar. Therefore Mahajan says, you see, today his friend, tomorrow you find his enemy. What is this relationship? Temporary relationship. And also this relationship. But we have perfect, eternal, loving relationship with Krishna. Do you understand? Perfect, eternal, loving relationship with Krishna. Not temporary. And Srihudam Sarvabhutanam is the only well-wishing friend. He is such a friend of ours. He never turns enemy towards us. Your so-called friend turns your enemy. But Krishna is our such a friend, he never turns enemy towards us. No, never. Though we have forgotten Krishna, conditioned soul, Krishna boli sehi jiva anadi bahirmukha, ote maya tare deo sansaradi dukha. From time immemorial we have forgotten Krishna. Do you understand? Therefore we are cut up with Maya. Isn't it? Maya had made us forget Krishna. You follow? And suffering here. But Krishna has not forgotten us. He has not deserted us. He is still with you as Paramatma. Yes, isn't it? Still with you as Paramatma in your heart. You see, you don't know. My friend is there. You don't know what sort of friend he is. Such a friend. You have forgotten him, but he has not forgotten you. He is there. He comes with you and he stays there. In your heart. Do you understand? As friend. And he makes all arrangements. How my friend will again establish friendship with me, relationship, friendly relationship with me. He has forgotten how he has again revive his remembrance. Do you understand? He makes all arrangement. What arrangement he makes? Shastra Guru Atma Rupe Apna ke janan. Shastra Guru Atma Rupe Apna ke janan. Krishna Moro Prabhutrata Jiver hoye jnano. Krishna Moro Prabhutrata Jiver hoye jnano. He makes all these arrangements. What a friend he is, you see. Shastra Guru Atma Rupe Apna ke janan. Krishna Moro Prabhutrata Jiver hoye jnano. माया मुग्धो जीवेर नाही कृष्ण स्मृति ज्ञान जीवेरे कृपाए कोइले कृष्ण वेद पुराण. माया मुग्धो जीव, conditioned soul, completely forgotten Krishna. Krishna smriti jnana. But Krishna is so merciful, Krishna is such a friend of ours, he gave Veda Puranas. Jivere kripaye koile Krishna Veda Puran. Kripa, mercy, for the mercy of this forgetful jivas, conditioned souls, Krishna gave Veda Purana. Do you understand? Do you understand? And he speaks through that. All Veda Puranas, he speaks through. Do you understand? Again, what is said in Veda Puranas, you cannot understand also. Follow? Can you understand? No, you can't understand. what is said in Veda Puranas. Why you cannot understand? Huh? If you get education, you can read. I think, yes, I can understand. But you cannot understand. Why? Huh? Because it is to be understood in tattva. Do you follow? Tattva vichar. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Janma karmam se me divyam evam jo vidhi tattvataha tekta deham punarjanma naiti samangeti Arjuna. My birth or my appearance, my activities are not material or transcendental. One who knows it in tattva, in truth. After quitting this body, definitely he will come to me. No rebirth. He will never come back here again, never take birth here. Isn't it, Mr. Dev? This is tattva vichar. By reading, mere reading these Veda Puranas, you cannot understand. You cannot understand tattva. It is to understand in tattva. If you cannot understand in tattva, you cannot go back home, back to Godhead. No? Nabhijanati tattena atacchyavanti te. That's he says in Bhagavad Gita. One who doesn't know me in tattva must fall down. To understand him in tattva means your admittance is there. This is like visa granted. Visa granted. Admittance. You go from one country to another country, you have made it. Geographical boundary is man-made. Still, such restriction, you cannot enter. You should have passport, you should have granted visa, and bottom line you have visa granted, admittance. No time, get out. It is here in material world, so how can you go to spiritual world? This visa is to be granted. Na vijanati tatte no tacchyavanti te. If someone doesn't know me in tattva, you cannot enter into my kingdom, you must fall down. Do you understand? Tadama tattva gyanta visate tadanantaram. He said. One understands me in tattva, then visate enters into my kingdom. Admittance, yes. Admittance, chalo. Isn't it? Therefore, though mercifully he gave Veda Puranas for conditioned souls, those are forgotten Krishna, but they cannot understand it in tattva. So, Guru is required. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekyanti te jnano jnanina tattvadarshina. Isn't it? Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekyanti te jnano jnanina tattvadarshina. Tad vijnanartham sa gurunga bhavi gachet samitpani satyam brahmanishtam Upanishad says. To understand this vijnana, Bhagavad Vijnana, understand my language? Understand my language, everybody? My language? Please say, otherwise I feel desperate or disappointed. What I am saying, nobody can understand. So vijnanartham sa gurunga bhavi gachet. You must understand this vijnana. This human birth is meant for it. Understand? Human birth is meant for it. It's a dullabha manusa janma. This manus janma, human birth is rarely achieved birth. And it's meant for understanding Krishna in tattva. Do you understand? And you must approach a guru, tattvacharya, who knows tattva. Isn't it? Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekyanti te jnano jnanina tattvadarshina. Tattvadarshina, seer of the truth. Who is he? Who is seer of truth? Bolo.
The devotee of Krishna.
Adya jnana tattva brade Brajendra Kumar. अद्य ज्ञान तत्व ब्रजे ब्रजेंद्र कुमार, Brajendra Kumar, son of Nanda Maharaj, is absolute truth. Adya Jnana Tattva. Mr. Dev, don't concoct. Concoction will never help you, Baba. Chiram vichinnan. Isn't it? If you concoct lots of life, you cannot approach Krishna. Chiram vichinnan. Do you understand? Adya Jnana Tattva Braje Brajendra Kumar. Brajendra Kumar, son of Nanda Maharaj, is Adya Jnana Tattva, is absolute truth. Who sees him? Tattvadarshina. Who sees him? He is the seer of truth. Understand me? So you must approach such a person, Guru. Tattvadarshi Guru. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Upadekshyanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. This is the process. Pranipata pariprasna seva. First you must go and surrender unto him. Isn't it? Mr. Dev is not surrendering. He is only concocting. Yes, I'll do this thing. Building castle in there. You are building castle in there, Mr. Dev. Don't do it, Baba. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnana sevaya upadekshyanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. First you should approach such a tattvadarshi Guru, who is the seer of the truth, who sees Nanda Krishna, Jasdanandana Krishna, always. Yes, jahan netra pade, taha Krishna spure. Wherever he looks, he sees Krishna. Yes. Such a tattvadarshi Guru you have to approach. Pranipata, surrender. Sisateham sadhimang tam prapannam. Isn't it? Sisateham sadhimang tam prapannam. I become your Sishya. I prapanna. I surrender unto me. Surrender unto you. Isn't it? Completely surrender means what? I completely belong to you. I don't belong to myself. Surrender means this. You belong to yourself, Mr. Dev. Isn't it? One accepts Guru, surrenders means he is Guru's. Isn't it? From that moment, he becomes Guru's. No more belongs to himself. I am Guru's. Yes. That is prapanna, surrender. Complete surrender, unconditional surrender. Sishyateham sadhimang tam prapannam. I become your Sishya, I become your disciple, I come under strict discipline. Please inflict discipline on me. I surrender, I come to surrender. I belong to you. From this moment I don't belong to myself, I belong to you, Gurudeva. Sadhimang, inflicting discipline, purify me, then impart tattva jnana, that is sadhimang. Pranipata pariprasna seva. You serve Guru, please him, then humbly inquire. Humbly inquire, tattva jigyasa. Athato brahma jigyasa, tattva jigyasa. जीवस्य तत्व जिज्ञासा नार्थ जस्येह कर्म भी भागवत शेष कामस्य निंद्र प्रीति लाभ जीवे तो जावता जीवस्य तत्व जिज्ञासा नार्थ जस्येह कर्म भी भागवत शेष अंडरस्टैंड मिस्टर देव कामस्य निंद्र प्रीति लाभ जीवे तो जावता जीवस्य तत्व जिज्ञासा नार्थ जस्येह कर्म भी व्हाट एनक्वायरी इज गोइंग ऑन हियर अरे बाबा बोलो What inquiry going on? Jigyasa means inquiry. Ishwar Das, what inquiry going on here? Material world. How can I make very nice arrangement of eating, sleeping, defending and mating? These inquiries going on, isn't it? Huh? Isn't it? These inquiries are going on. But Bhagavad said, no such inquiry. Kamasya nendra pritir labha jivito javata jivasya tattva jigyasa nartha jasya karma bhi. Bhagavad says, don't inquire about your bodily needs. Kamasya nendra pritir. Don't inquire how to fulfill my material desire, lusty desire, kama. Kamasya nendra pritir. Labha jiveto javata. Why will survive, Mr. Dev? Eat to live or live to eat? What is that? What is your purpose? Eat to live or live to eat? He lives to eat only, isn't it, Mr. Dev? Isn't it, Mr. Dev? Yeah. He lives to eat only, yes. That inquiry he is doing. How can I eat nicely? How can I live, have a long longevity, forever, amar, become amar, immortal? This inquiry. Eat to live or live to eat? It is not we should live to eat. We should eat for living, isn't it? Understand my language? Therefore Bhagavad says, Kamasya nendra vritti labha jiveta javata. You must survive for Shreya labha. What is Shreya? Two things are here, Shreya, Preya. Understand? Mr. Dev, understand? No, he is deaf. Deaf, are you deaf? Shreya, Preya. Two are there. Shreya, Preya. Says a Shreya labha. Labha jiveta javata. Preya means material needs, that is Preya. One should not live to fulfill his material needs. Bhagavad says, no, for Shreya labha, not Preya labha. Understand my language? What is Shreya? To get Krishna, to understand Krishna. What is the need of my soul, not the need of my body? Understand me? Not inquire about your body and mind, inquire about soul. Kamasya nendra priti labha jiveta javata jivasya tattva jigyasa nartha jasya karma bhi. Understand? Who am I? This is tattva jigyasa. Why have I been suffering here? Why have I been afflicted three tapas, adhyatmika, adhidaivika, adhibhautika? Isn't it? Who is Supreme Lord? How can I understand Him? How can I get Him? What is my relationship with Him? What is needed for it? What is my duty? These are inquiries. Understand me? These are inquiries. Tattva jigyasa. Who will give you correct answer of these inquiries, of these questions? Who is Tattvadarshi? Who knows Tattva? The seer of the truth and knower of the truth? Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasrena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnano jnanina tattvadarshina. Tattvadarshi Guru you have to approach and surrender unto him, serve him, satisfy him, please him, then humbly inquire. This is Tattva Jigyasa. All your activities should center around this Tattva Jigyasa. Nartha jasya karma bhi. No other activity. What activity you are doing is centering around Tattva Jigyasa, Mr. Dev. Not Shreya but Preya, isn't it? Isn't it? In this material world. All are running after Preya. Who is inquiring about Shreya? Whose activities are centering around this Shreya? Hardly nobody, isn't it? Koti sopi mahamane. Out of crores of persons, one may be hardly found out. Huh? Such rare, isn't it? But Krishna is such a friend of ours. You see, he never deserts us. Though you have forgotten him, but he has not forgotten you. Huh? He said, my friend has forgotten a light. I should help him. He is such a friend. But your material friend, such is dead. Gloom. Finished. Today is friend, tomorrow is enemy. What friendship is there? He is still there in Paramatma in your heart with you. He gave Veda Puranas. To understand Veda Purana in Tattva, he sends Guru. Shastra Guru. Unless you approach a Guru, surrender to Guru, become his disciple, and taught by him, how can you understand Tattva Gyan? No, you cannot. Shastra Guru Atma Rupe Apna ke janan, Krishna mor Prabhutrata jiver hoy Gyan. He speaks through Shastra, speaks through Guru, speaks through Atma means Paramatma. He is there in your heart. And who hears the promptings of Paramatma? Are you hearing? Who hears? Who is liberated soul, not conditioned soul. He hears the prompting of Paramatma, what Paramatma says. Do you understand? But conditioned soul cannot understand it. He cannot hear it. He hears the prompting of Maya. Do you understand? Conditioned soul hears the prompting of Maya, not prompting of Paramatma. And thinks, oh, this is Paramatma. No, Maya says. But what Paramatma says, that should be confirmed. How you can confirm? It should be confirmed by sadhu, shastra. You understand? If you hear some prompting, you must think of, is it Paramatma's prompting or Maya's prompting? Isn't it? How can I understand it? So you should approach as a sadhu, who is seer of truth, Sadhguru. Then inquire there what he says. And his Shastra should say. It must come out from Shastra, it comes out from the lips of sadhu. Then it's confirmed, yes, I have heard it, now it's confirmed. Then you can accept, yes, it's Paramatma's prompting. Otherwise it's Maya's prompting. Understand? So these arrangements Krishna has already made. He is such a friend of yours. All right? He never deserts you. So in Bhagavad Gita, in his Kurukshetra Leela, Bhagavan Krishna gave his own message, own words, directly coming out from his lips. His Gita-upanishad. His Gita-upanishad, one of the famous Upanishads. Upanishads are a topmost portion of Veda. Veda come out from the breathing of the Lord, Nishwasita Vani, but Gita came out directly from the lips of the Lord. It's chief Upanishad. Do you understand? Gita Upanishad. Do you understand? Gita, what he says? Jagnarthat karmana nyatra lokayam karma bandhana. Isn't it? Jagnarthat karmana nyatra lokayam karma bandhana. You have Gita here?
Yeah.
Bring that verse.
Okay.
Find out that verse. Jagnarthat karmana nyatra lokayam karma bandhana. Yes. Bring it. Hey. Here it says. Jagnarthat karmana nyatra lokayam karma bandhana. Tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. Third chapter, text 9. Work done as sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work binds one to this material world, karma bandhana. Therefore, son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain unattached and free from bondage. This is Krishna's instruction. In purport, Prabhupada says, since one has to work even for the simple maintenance of the body, one cannot stop working. One has to work for the simple maintenance of the body. These prescribed duties for a particular social position and quality are so made that the purpose can be fulfilled. Yajna means Lord Vishnu, or sacrificial performances. All sacrificial performances also are meant for the satisfaction of Lord Vishnu. Then that is yajna karma. Vedas enjoin yajna by Vishnu. In other words, the same purpose is served whether one performs prescribed yajnas or directly serves Lord Vishnu. Krishna consciousness is therefore performance of yajna as it is described in this verse. The Varnashram institution also aims at this for satisfying Lord Vishnu. Varnashramacharvata purushena parapuman Vishnu raradhyate pantha nanya tattva karanam, Vishnu Purana says. Therefore one has to work for the satisfaction of Vishnu. Huh? Who is working for the satisfaction of Vishnu? All are working. Why are you working, Mr. Dev?
Bodily platform.
So, he is working for satisfaction of his senses, isn't it? Body. Huh? Not satisfaction of Vishnu. So, the work will bind you, karma bandhana. Huh? Isn't it? If you won't work for the satisfaction of Vishnu, that means your work is not yajna karma, the karma bandhana is there. Who is doing yajna karma? How many doing? Huh? Mr. Dev is not doing. Coming here, hearing, but not doing. You see? So, therefore, one has to work for the satisfaction of Vishnu, any other work in this material will be the cause of bondage for good and evil work of their reaction, and any reaction binds the performer. Every action has its reaction, good work or bad work. Whatever the work may be, it has reaction. If it is not done for the satisfaction of Yajna Purush Bhagavan Vishnu, understand? Definitely there is a reaction. Huh? So, karma bandhan. Then how can one be free from karma bandhan? If his work done for the satisfaction of Vishnu, it becomes Yajna Purush karma, then it is free. Otherwise, not free from karma bandhan. Definitely. Bandhan is there, bondage is there, reaction is there. One has to work in Krishna consciousness to satisfy Krishna or Vishnu, and while performing such activities, one is in a liberated state. This is the great art of doing work. It is not that one should give up work, no. You cannot give up work. For simple maintenance you have to work. How can you give up work? But you should learn what is the skill of the art of the work. Do you follow me? This is the art. I must work, but there will be no karma bandhana, no reaction. Do you follow? That art you should learn, Mr. Dev. Otherwise karma bandhana is there. You cannot give up work, you have to work. But you should learn the art of the work, isn't it? If you sow a seed in the ground, it must germinate, isn't it? It must germinate. Huh? Huh? Every action has its reaction, may it good or bad, whatever may be, isn't it? If you sow a seed in the ground, it must germinate. But what should be done? I will sow a seed, it will never germinate. How will it be? Huh? You know the art? Huh? You know the art? You know? You know?
You have to water the seed.
Huh?
You have to water the seed.
Arre Baba, fry the seed, fry.
Oh, so it won't germinate.
You fry the seed and put a fried seed in the ground, will it germinate? No, that is the art. That is the art. Huh? If you sow a seed, it must germinate. But if you fry the seed and sow it, it will never germinate. So every action has its reaction, huh? Karma bandhan, but if that work will be done for the satisfaction of Lord Vishnu, will become yajna. Yajna karma, no reaction, that is the art. Huh? It is not a fact that we should give up work. You cannot give up work, you have to work. Huh? You cannot give up, but you should learn what the art of the work. This should be Yajna karma. For the satisfaction of Lord Vishnu or Krishna. Otherwise, karma bandhana is there. You cannot avoid it. You cannot avoid it. But your karma, if it becomes Yajna karma, is done for the satisfaction of Lord Vishnu or Krishna, then no reaction. And how can it be done? Can you do it for yourself? No, it should be done under expert guidance of such Guru. Yes, Guru's guidance, he knows the art. To follow Mr. Dev. Here Prabhupada says the same. This is great art of doing work, and in the beginning this process requires very expert guidance. Very expert guidance, yes. Without guidance, how can you do? By your mental speculation, no, I'll do this thing for Krishna. No, Krishna will never accept it, Baba. You may be doing, but Krishna will never accept it. One should therefore act very diligently under the expert guidance of a devotee of Lord Krishna, or under the direct instruction of Lord Krishna himself, under whom Arjuna had the opportunity to work. Nothing should be performed for sense gratification. Nothing should be performed for sense gratification. But everything should be done for the satisfaction of Krishna. Yeah. Everything should be done for the satisfaction of the senses of Krishna. Understand? Nothing should be done for the satisfaction of your own senses. This is the art. Understand me? You should work. You cannot give up work. But your work should be done for the satisfaction of Bhagavan Vishnu or Krishna, or giving pleasure or happiness to the senses of Krishna, not your senses. Then that's karma bandhan. And this is done under expert guidance of a guru. That guru is needed. Do you follow? You find here, there are 84 lakhs of species, isn't it? 84 lakhs of species. What are they? Mr. Dev. Jalaja Navalakhyani, Thabara Vinsalakhyati, Krumeru Rudra Sankhyagar, Pakhinang Dasalakhyagam, Trisalakhyani Pasava, Chatulakhyani Manava. Total 84 lakhs. 9 lakhs types of aquatic animals are there. 20 lakhs types of thavar means trees, mountains. They are jivas. Trees and mountains. One has become tree, one has become mountain. Who knows? Next birth you may become a tree. Mr. Dev, do you know what karma you are doing? You may become a tree next birth according to your karma phala. You don't know it. That is 20 lakhs types of thavarjoni means trees and mountains. 11 lakhs type of krimi, kita, potanga, worms, germs, insects. 11 lakhs of type. 10 lakhs types of birds are there. 30 lakhs types of animals there other than human beings. Manvatero prani. Do you understand? And 4 lakhs types of human beings. Total 84 lakhs. How to understand by this that 4 lakhs types of human beings are there? All human beings are not same. But form is same. Form is same. One head, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostril, nose, mouth, 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 belly, this and that. Is human being. But why it is said Chatulakhyani Manava, 4 lakhs types of human beings are there? What do you mean by that? Yeah?
Consciousness is different.
This is the development of consciousness. Understand? The consciousness of all the human beings are not same. In different levels of consciousness. Therefore, Chatulakhyani Manava, 4 lakhs types of human beings are there. And there are 5 levels of consciousness. This is science. This is spiritual science. 5 levels of consciousness. Abruta Chetana, Sankuchita Chetana, Mugulita Chetana, Vikachita Chetana, Purna Vikachita Chetana. In English you may say covered consciousness, shrunken consciousness, budding consciousness, blossoming consciousness, completely blossoming consciousness. In other words, that is complete Krishna consciousness. That the highest level of consciousness. All these 84 lakhs of species come under these 5 levels of consciousness. Do you understand? They come under these 5 levels of consciousness. 80 lakhs are other species, other than human species, 80 lakhs. 4 lakhs types of human species are there. Chatulakhyani Manva, isn't it? So all these 80 lakhs, other species other than human species, they come under only 2 levels of consciousness, only 2 levels. This Abhuta Chetana and Sankuchita Chetana. Covered consciousness and shrunken consciousness. And there is no possibility, no opportunity at all in their life they can raise the level of consciousness, no possibility at all. But human birth, if someone has gotten human birth, possibility is there. Opportunity has been given that one can raise the level of his consciousness, the highest level of consciousness, that is complete blossoming consciousness, that is complete Krishna consciousness. Understand? That is the goal of life. That is the perfection of human birth. Therefore human birth is said to be Durlabha Janama, rarely achieved birth. Understand? Other birth, there is no possibility at all, no opportunity at all that he can or it can raise the level of the consciousness. But a human being can do. Do you follow? And all human beings come under this 3 levels of consciousness. Budding consciousness, blossoming consciousness, and completely blossoming consciousness. Last level of consciousness is completely blossoming consciousness. In other words, that is complete Krishna consciousness. Yes. Therefore all human beings are not the same according to development of consciousness. Chatulakhyani Manva. Understand? So, these 84 lakhs of species are there. Birds, beasts, insects, aquatic animals, isn't it? Dogs, hogs, all these things, snakes, reptiles, all these things are there. Do you follow? Because of there. Why there? Why such birth is there? How it is determined? Why one becomes tree, mountain, one becomes aquatic animal, one becomes man, one becomes dog or hog. Why it is so? Bolo. This is karma phala. Do you follow? This is karma phala, nothing else. This is karma phala. Do you understand? According to one's karma phala, the next birth is determined. Next birth is determined according to what karma you are doing. If it is not Yajna karma, reaction is definitely there. And it is all recorded. Jamaraj, Minister Chitragupta records everything. Mr. Dev doing this thing, this thing, this thing. This day he did this day. Every detail record is there. Do you understand, Mr. Dev? You cannot, deny it. You cannot deny. In this material world, they deny it. They deny it. And court is there, judges are there, advocates are there. They are making black as white, white as black also. Such advocates, yes. You can do it, but in the court of Jamaraj you can't do it, Baba. You cannot do it, everything is recorded. Chitragupta records everything. One can say, where is Jamapura? Where is Jamaraj? Where is that Chitragupta? So many crores of human beings are there. How he knows, how he sees, how he understands, how he writes. It's impossible. We can't believe it, huh? We can't believe it. Baba, you may believe or don't believe. This is a fact, Baba. This is a fact. Some may think, oh yeah, if somebody is conscious, he may be doing some evil work or papa karma, sinful activity somewhere very secretly, isn't it? Nobody can see it. Huh? How he can see? Huh? How Chitragupta sees? Huh? Isn't it? Where he is and where am I? How he can see? A smart fact. I can't believe it. Baba, you may believe or may not believe. Do you understand? We say this thing when the cat goes and drinks milk. You have put milk in your room. Cat comes, looks everywhere. Nobody comes, nothing. Goes stealthily. I'll drink. At the time of drinking, he closes his eyes. Closes eyes and drinks. I cannot see anybody, nobody sees me. Don't take up this cat logic, Baba. Oh, nobody can see. I do it in a secret place. Nobody is there. Who says that? How that Chitragupta will see and record it? So many eyes are opened, Baba, to see your activity. Understand, Mr. Dev? The sky sees. Do you follow? Earth sees. Vayu Devata, wind god sees. Understand? Varuna Devata, water God sees. Isn't it? Sarvatra Akhi Siramukhu. Krishna Supreme Lord's eyes are everywhere. He says, within and without, he is within and without. What you are prompting in your heart, he understands. And what you are doing, he also says. Sarvatra Akhi Siramukhu. How can you say nobody sees? So many eyes see. But Chitragupta is an empowered person. Though he is there in Jamapura, he has gotten that power. He sees, he understands, and records it. You cannot deny it. There is no advocate. You cannot give advocate there who can make black to white and white to black. No such advocate will work there. Jamaraja's court. In this court we may engage our advocate. No advocate can work there. Do you understand? Therefore, according to one's karma, birth is there. Someone become cat, dog, hog. Someone become bird. Someone become creamy, germ, worm, insect. Someone become Sthavarjoni, this tree, mountain. Yes. And you see, Nala-Kubera, Manigriva, two sons of Kubera, they were in heavenly planet, upper planetary system, higher planetary system, demigod's body. They did such karma. Shamelessly, they are doing sexual activity, intercourse with the heavenly girls, naked, shamelessly. Narada Muni was passing, sadhu. They were so intoxicated, completely blind, Baba. Complete kamandha, blind. He was so strong, lusty desire one has. He is a sort of blind man, kamandha. He cannot see and he cannot understand what he is doing. So they never felt ashamed at all. So Narada Muni said, what are you doing here? Rascals, you don't deserve to stay here in this upper planetary system. You are doing such nonsense activity, abominable activity, shamelessly, like a dog. Dog does this sexual activity, broad daylight in express highway, isn't it? Express highway, yeah. And they were doing so, you don't deserve to stay here. So he cursed. Sthavarjoni bhava. You enter in the spaces of trees. Abhrita chetana, such low consciousness, degraded carbon consciousness. So they fell down the material world and became two trees. Yes? Two Arjuna trees. Huh? Do you understand? Remained 36,000 years. Remained 36,000 years here in that spaces. But a sadhu's course is just blessing. Sadhu's course is also blessing. Yes, sadhu is your well-wisher. He never wishes anything evil for you. Sadhu's course is also blessing. Narada Muni is such a sadhu. His course turned out blessing. They remained in the form of two trees, Arjuna trees, in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj. Dwapar Yuga, Krishna came as son of Nanda Maharaj and played there in Nanda Maharaj's courtyard. Isn't it? Nanda Maharaj's courtyard he played and manifested his babyhood leda, boy babyhood leda. Then they gave, they got the chance to get the touch of Krishna. Do you understand? Then they became delivered. Still, they were to the sons of Kubera, Nala Kubera, Manikriva in the upper planetary system. Now they were trees because they did such karma. As a result, they got such birth. According to one's karma, if it is not Yajna karma, then karma bandhana reaction is there and next birth is determined. Do you follow? There you see so many instances there. In Mahabharata also, that is also there in 9th canto Bhagavatam. Mahabharata detail you will find Nahusa, King Nahusa. You know Nahusa? Mr. Dev is Somavansha Raja, the famous king in Mun dynasty. Follow me. His father's name is Ayu. He is a very famous, he is very powerful, and also Dharmik Raja means, let's say, religious king, Dharmik Raja. He does many religious activities, he did many religious activities, pious activities, and very powerful also. Even demigods were inviting him to Swarga. When demons attack demigods, they invite Nahusa, please come and drive away demons. It's such powerful. You are very famous. And he does many pious activities. As a result of pious activity, he became Indra. You see, understand? You do pious activity, punya karma, then you will be elevated to heavenly planet and you will get demigod's body. That is the result of your pious activity. Karma phala. So he became Indra. You follow? Nahusa became Indra, king of the heaven or king of the demigods. When he became Indra, he became very, very puffed up, proud. Now I have become Indra, heavenly king. Then he engaged the Brahmins to carry his palanquin. He did such work. Engaged Brahmins to carry his palanquin. Once he engaged Agastya Muni, a famous Brahmin, powerful Brahmin, to carry his palanquin. And by chance his feet touched the body of Agastya Muni. Do you understand? He did such work. Agastya Muni became angry. You rascal, what are you doing? Then he cursed. Agastya Muni cursed. Sarpa bhava. Do you follow? You became a serpent. He was Indra, now he is serpent. So, king of heaven, king of demigods, now he is a serpent here. Became a serpent. This is karma phala. He did such karma, such activity, he became a serpent. So, now you are in America, white body, you have gotten Dev, for a car running, 4 legs, You don't know what birth will be next birth, Mr. Dev. If you don't do Jagya Karma, Jagya Arthat Karma Anyatra Lokayam Karma Bandhana. Are you thinking of this thing, Mr. Dev? Very serious. Oh no, I am human being, I will remain human being forever. No, Baba. No. What will next birth? He was Indra, became Sarva. Now so became serpent. What birth is awaiting for you, you don't know? Do you follow? So, another story is there, that is in Upanishad also. The Surga Raja, the king of heaven, Indra, once disrespected Deva Guru Brihaspati. Do you understand? Brihaspati is Guru. Guru of demigods. Once that Devaraj Indra, heavenly king, Indra disrespected Deva Guru Brihaspati. Do you understand? Then Guru cursed him. Sukara Bhava, you become a hog. So he became a hog. King Indra, now hog, eating stool. Understand, Mr. Dev? He was king of heaven, king of the demigods, drinking nectar, amrut pita tha, Amrut pita tha, now eating stool. Vistha bhojan karta hai. Amrut pita tha, vistha bhojan karta hai. He got short birth, fell down, became a hog, eating stool. Completely forgot that he was once Indra. Completely forgot. And now very happy eating stool. Oh, nice food, very nice food. Hog thinks the human beings are so foolish. And they are not eating such nice food I am eating, they are eating something else. The hog mentality. Understand me? But Brahma took pity on him. Brahma. Arey Baba, this fellow was Indra. Completely forgot that he was Indra. And now eating stool, and he had a she-hog wife producing hundreds of pigs. All are eating stool. Surrounded with his so many children and wife eating stool and happy. Oh, I am happy. How are you? I am fine. Eating stool saying I am fine. Nonsense. Eating stool saying I am fine. There's nonsense going on. So Brahma took pity on him. Brahma came, asked him, hey, what are you doing? Once you are Indra, king of the heaven, upper planetary system, Surgalok, heavenly planet, now you are eating stool, completely forgot. He didn't listen. Brahma told, didn't listen. Why he didn't listen?
Attachment.
Brahma is a Mahajan, you see. First Mahajan, Swayambhu, Narada, Sambhu, 12 Mahajanas are there. Brahma is one of them, and first Mahajanas, and his well-wisher Mahajan, Sadhu Mahajans are well-wishers. They speak for our, benefit. Atma Kalyan, benefit of the soul, not benefit of the body. Atma Kalyan, Understand my language? How many hear it? Into whose ears sadhu's words enter, Baba? You understand? Into whose ears sadhu's words enter? He didn't listen. Indra was in hog now, hog body, he didn't listen. Brahma said. Why didn't listen? One was very, very strong attachment, strong material attachment. Understand my language? Very strong material attachment. Very strong attachment to the body, material body, home, heart, material relations, wife, son, daughter. Do you understand? Very strong attachment. Sadhu's words won't enter into their ears, Baba. Won't enter. No. No. They won't hear. Though they may be coming and sitting, posing as if they are hearing, but not hearing. Not entering. Not entering, Baba, not entering. They are just pretending that we are hearing, but not hearing. As long as this attachment is there, these sadhu's words won't enter into your ears. Brahma knows it. Because he has so strong attachment. Attachment bodily. Attachment is body, bodily relations. So he can't hear. Unless attachment is finished, he won't hear. Brahma, Mahajan Sadhu knows it. So Brahma first killed his children. You understand? First killed his children, all hundreds of children he had. First killed his children. When children are killed, then he roared, raised his tusk and ran towards Brahma to attack. And what he can do, Brahma? Brahma is a powerful personality. Brahma said, hey, what are you doing? You are once Indra, heavenly king, drinking nectar, now eating stool. What are you doing? He roared. Do you understand? Still not hearing. Still not hearing. Brahma understood, yes, his children. I killed his children, but his wife is there. Again he will produce children. His attachment is there, not gone. Then Brahma killed his wife. Do you understand? Then he wrote angrily, oh, my children were killed, my wife is killed, who is this? Who is this rascal? Roaring, coming, to attack Brahma. But what he can do? Brahma is very powerful person. Hey, don't you hear me? You are once Indra, heavenly king. What are you doing here now? You are a hog eating stool. I have come here to remind you. Then he heard. Because when the attachment are all finished, wife is killed, children are killed. Then he asked, what are you saying? Then he asked, what are you saying? Oh, I am saying you are once Indra, heavenly king, king of demigods. What are you doing here, becoming hog, eating stool? Then he said, oh, you want me to go there? Asked, you want me to go there? Oh yes, you are Indra. I want you should go back. Then asked, is stool is available there? If sea hog is available there? Are Baba, Amrut there, Amrut, nectar. What are you saying? Stool nonsense, rascal. Is Amrut there? What do you want? Sea hog? Beautiful angels. Rambha, Menaka, Urvasi, your wife Sochi Devi. Beautiful women there who are sea hog nonsense. Such attachment we have. So strong material attachment we have. Yes. He is asking if stool is available. Sea hog, then I'll go. Nonsense. Are Baba, is Amruta available there? Beautiful ladies, angels there. Rambha, Menaka, Urvasi, your wife Sochi Devi, very beautiful. Oh, see how such attachment we have. This is story, you see. Indra and became a hog because of his activity. It's not Jagya karma. Whatever karma will do, reaction is there. Accordingly, the next birth will be there. Many instances are there. Do you understand? And he also, fifth canto Bhagavata, you also find King Bharata Maharaj, great king, very opulent king, yes. He gave up everything. He came to the ashrama, Pulaha Pulasti ashrama, and did some bhajan, sadhan, yes, and made progress also. Advancement also, yeah. But he had one weakness. he developed attachment to a doe, isn't it? Murga Sahab ka doe. Huh? Doe?
Doe is the
Fawn.
female.
Fawn.
Fawn is the baby deer.
Huh?
Baby deer.
Fawn is the baby deer.
Baby deer. All right, baby deer. Baby deer, do you understand? One deer was pregnant. Came to drink water. And Bharata Maharaj was sitting on the bank of the river. Do you understand? So that deer came to drink water, pregnant deer. So at that time, a tiger came and roared. So out of fear, that deer jumped into the water. She died but gave birth to the child. Do you understand? And Bharata Maharaj was sitting on the bank of the river, he observing this thing. He became very compassionate to this baby deer. Oh, mother died. Then took up this baby deer and took care of him. Do you understand? And developed attachment to it. You are doing bhajan sadhan, only attachment to the lotus feet of Krishna, now attachment is to baby deer. Such weakness he has. Do you understand? He did such thing. Then gave up his bhajan sadhan, gave up everything, only thinking of deer, what will happen to him. His mother dead, nobody there to take care of me, the tiger may come and devour him. If he goes there, then he runs. So, at the time of death, he think of deer. The next birth is deer's body. Isn't it? Janjam vapi sambhava tete ante kalebram tantang yeveti kaunte yasada tadabhava bhavita. Gita says. Isn't it? Janjam vapi sambhava tete ante kalebram tantang yeveti kaunte yasada tadabhavita. At the time of death, what thought will come to you? Next birth will be. Accordingly, you will get next birth. He thought of a deer and gave up his body, Bharata Maharaj, and got a deer's body. So, therefore Krishna says, Manmana Bhava, only think of me. No other thought will be there. Mang eva smarmukta kalevaram ja prayati samadbhavam jati nastatra sansaya. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, at the time of death, who thinks of me, mang eva smarmukta kalevaram, thinking me, quits this body, he comes to me. Isn't it? Mang eva smarmukta kalevaram ja prayati samadbhavam jati nastatra. There is no doubt in it, no sansaya. To go back, come back to Godhead, that is our goal of human life. Krishna boli jau jiva. This is our only desire, how I can remember Krishna at the time of death. Isn't it? Then I'll go back to Godhead, go to Krishna. Otherwise, whatever thought comes at the time of death, the next birth will there. Bharata Maharaj thought of deer, I got the deer's birth. So, therefore Krishna, who is your friend, he says, Manmana Bhava, only think of me. No other thought will there. How will it be? A stupid mind thinking of Krishna? Sutamita Ramanira Chinta. Stupid mind thinks of his wife, son, daughter, friend. No Krishna, no Krishna. Because he has no love and attraction for Krishna. He has developed some love and affection for this body relations, wife, son, daughter, therefore stupid mind thinks. He has not put Krishna in the platform love. You are a stupid fellow. He has put his wife, his son or daughter in the platform love. Isn't it? And thereby trying to get some happiness. But is he really getting any happiness? Very little fleeting pleasure, consequences, unlimited miseries. Bhagavata says, 11th canto Bhagavata says, the person who is very much attached to the home and heart, to body relation, wife, son, daughter, all these things has become old now, dying, sleeping, lying on the deathbed, thinking, oh, I am going to die. What will happen to them? I'll die. How can they be protected? My wife, my sons, my daughter, my kids, they will become anatha, unprotected, anatha, unprotected. What will happen to them? Do you understand? Just thinking this thing, if someone dies, he'll enter in Andhatamisra Naraka. There is a hell named Andhatamisra. He enters into that Naraka. Then, so, but therefore Krishna says, think of me, Manmana Bhava. Mange vasranukta kalevaram ja prayati. Madbhavo jati nastra sansaya. At the time of death, who thinking me, quits this body, he comes to me, definitely, no doubt in it. No rebirth, he will never come down here. This is the goal of our life. How we can think of Krishna at the time of death? Is it easy thing that you can think of Krishna? Easy thing? Time of death is very painful, dukkha, mrityu jantrana, isn't it? Very painful. Kapavata pita kantavarodhana vidhau, kapavata pita kantavarodhana vidhau, bhajanam kutaste. Kapavata pita, mucus, bile, air, choke up your throat. Kantha gurgurayat. Kantha gurgurayat, isn't it? Time of death, kantha gurgurayat. Coma stage, no consciousness, nothing. How can you say Krishna, Hari, Narayana? How can you say? How can you remember? Whole life you spent developing strong attachment, home, heart, body relations. That thought automatically come to you. No thought of Krishna will come to you. Do you follow? Such a stage, kantha gurgurayate, Kuma, unconscious lying. Somebody comes, is going, his daughter comes, son-in-law comes, daughter-in-law comes, these friends come, the old man cannot recognize, who is he, cannot recognize. Do you follow? It is there in India, if somebody is lying in deathbed, going to die, we have this belief, all right, do some kirtan, some kirtan. Let him hear. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Let some transcendental sound vibration touch his ear, then he can remind him, he can say Rama, Hari or Krishna. They do it. Read Bhagavata, let me hear. Some say, hey, say Hari, say Krishna, say Ram. Some say like that. But if a person, a very sinful person, he has done all sinful activities throughout his eyes, throughout his years, life, do you understand? Whole life, and get his sinful activities, he cannot enter name of Hari at all. You see, he cannot. You see, You know that who became Valmiki, he was Ratnakar Dasyu first. He is a murderer, murderer only, doing murder, great bandit, murderer, Ratnakar Dasyu, name of Ratnakar Dasyu, only killing. But Narada Muni, the sadhu, who took pity on him. Narada Muni came to him, hey, what are you doing? You know what is the consequence, You are killing these animals every day. They are all waiting for your death. When you die, they are all waiting to kill you. The number of hairs on their body, so many births will be killed like that. Then sadhu's word touched him. You follow? Sadhu's word touched him. Oh, every day I'm killing so many animals, they are all waiting. A number of hairs on their body, so many baths, so I'll be killed like that. Then he fell flat. At Lotus Feet of Sadhu, Narada Muni said, please, is there any remedy for it? How can I be free from such a reaction? This action, work we are doing, this reaction is awaiting for you. Yes, remedy is there. Huh? If you chant name of the Lord, huh? Do you understand? Huh? Ajamila was a great sinful person, isn't it? Great sinful person. They committed all sorts of sins. And Chitragupta had prepared a big book, very big book for him. Biggest book Chitragupta had prepared. It's such, huh? So he was lying on the deathbed, huh? Jamadutas came, very fierce looking Jamadutas came. 3 Jamadutas came, huh? Fierce looking Jamadutas. Seeing them, he became afraid. Do you understand? So out of fear, he called his son, whose name was Narayana. That was a good thought. He had earned some sukruti. He had named his son Narayana, not Bob, Tom, Baby. or John or Alexander. Huh? Or Arthur Coffee. What is this name? He has given name Narayana. Do you understand? This name giving is a sanskara ceremony, Vedic. Dasavidha sanskara. Therefore we do perform the sanskara and give name. Name Adi Devadas. Nasty name, no more. No Arthur Coffee is Adi Devadas. Yeah. New birth, new name, yeah. Past history gone, forgot past. Do you follow? So he had Sukruti, therefore he given that name. Narayana is the lowest, the youngest child. He was dying at the age of 88. That child was 5 years. That means 83 years old man produced a child. 83 years old. Man produced child. How he was attached. Do you understand? Such a person. Such a sukruti he had, that he had given that name Narayana. And the youngest child affectionate. So, out of here, oh Narayana, my son, come to my side. But name of Lord is Narayana. But he didn't call Lord Narayana, he called his son. His Sanketya Namabhas. We say Sanketya Namabhas. Just pointing out his son, he uttered name of Lord Narayana. Immediately, 4 Vishnu Dutas arrived. Immediately. Do you understand? 4 Vishnu Dutas arrived. Vishnu Dutas 400 forms. They have Gada, weapon. Then they drove out that drum. Get out from here. All his sinful reactions are destroyed as soon as he ordered name of Narayana. Do you follow? This is the remedy there. Namabhas. If you attain Namabhas stage, all your prarabdha karma is finished. Yes. Kalau dosa nidhi rajanasti eka mahan guna kirtanadeva krishnasya mukta sangha param pradet. Bhagavat says, though it's Kali Yuga, adharma bandhu, age of sinful activities. All are doing sinful activities consciously or unconsciously. But one very good quality is there, opportunity is there. Kirtanadeva krishnasya mukta sangha param pradet. If you do Krishna Kirtan, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. If you attain Namabhas stage, Ajamila attain Namabhas stage, Baba. Namabhas stage, all prarabdha karma destroyed, finished. No more prarabdha karma. All karmic reactions are destroyed. Just Namabhas. He attained. No more sinful reactions. He drove out the Jamadutas. Vishnu Dutas. Such instance is there. Narada Muni says, yes, this remedy is there. You chant holy name, you say Ram, but that person couldn't utter Ram. That Dasya Ratnakara. So sinful, he couldn't utter Ram. Very sinful person cannot utter holy name. No. The sadhus, mercy is there, sadhu. Narada Muni said, all right, you utter the reverse way, Mara. He was killing, we say, Marna hai, Marna, Mara. Very easily he uttered Mara. All right, you utter Mara and continuously, Mara, 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 then he became Ram, 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 Ram. Yeah, then he ant hill, came out from the, became Valmiki, was writer of Ramayana. This remedy is there. If you can utter holy name, chant holy name and attend a Namaha stage, all your karmic reactions are finished, destroyed. That is there. Therefore, that is our goal of life. At the time of death, if we can utter name of Lord. Mang eva sranmukta kalevaram ja prayati samadbhavam jati nastatra sansaya. There is no doubt. It is not possible, Baba. It is not possible. Very sinful person cannot utter. I have seen. I have seen. You might have seen, although I don't know. I have seen. One person was dying, very old man. We are telling him, hey, say Ram, Ram, Krishna, Krishna. You are saying, Dhenki, Dhenki, Dhenki. You are not uttering Ram and Krishna. He said, Dhenki, Dhenki. What is this saying Dhenki? We say Ram. We say Ram, we say Krishna, but saying Dhenki. A very simple person cannot utter, you see. Not easy, Baba. Not easy, yes. Do you follow? So, this is, if your activity is not Yajna Karma, that Karma Bandhan is there. But an intelligent man, wise man, he should understand this thing. What shall do? In Kali Yuga, nothing is Haran Nam, Haran Nam, Haran Nam, Eva Kevalam. Kalau Naste Eva, Naste Eva, Naste Eva Gatirannatha. In Kali Yuga, there is no other way, no other way, no other way, only Haran Nam is there. Just take to chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. নামাশ্রয় করি যতনে তুমি থাকো আপনা কাজে ভক্তি বিনোদ ঠাকুর said নামাশ্রয় করি যতনে তুমি থাকো আপনা কাজ you take shelter of holy name, you accept nama tattva with guru, get holy name from him, initiated by him, and under his direction, guidance, you chant holy name and engage yourself, your whatever activity you are doing, that should be Yajna Karma for the satisfaction of Vishnu and Krishna under the expert guidance of Guru, and completely surrender to holy name. Namasraya kari jatone tumi thako apana kaje. There is no reaction. That is prescription. Do you understand? Then if somebody, some reaction there, if you attain Namaha stage, all reactions finished. Karmic reaction, Karma finished. Then you chant pure name, offenseless pure name, then you develop Krishna Prema, you will get Krishna. Do you follow? That one story is there in Chaitanya Leela. Chaitanya Leela you will find, that story is there. That, what is that? Subudhi Rai drank some water. Drank some water from a Mohammedan's house. Do you understand? So Mohammedan beef eater. Then he thought of, I commit pap. मेरा जाति चला गया. क्या समझते हो ना? क्या बोलते हो? So I commit some pap, then what is atonement for it? He went to the Pandits of Kashi. Do you understand? Said, I have committed this pap, I drank some water from Mohammedan. So, jati bhrashta ho gaya hai, huh? I commit path. So what is atonement? Prayashchit for it. So Pandits, they turn over their Shastra, pages of Shastra. They say, atonement for this is tattva ghruta sevana. That means ghee will be very hot, you drink it. Hot ghee you drink. That is atonement for this path. Subudhir, I thought of it, hot ghee, I'll drink, I'll die. I'll die. So he didn't do it. He didn't do it. He waited. Mahaprabhu came to Kashi. Then he approached Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu, I did this pap. I went to the Pandits of Kashi. They prescribed this atonement to drink hot ghee. But I didn't do it. Mahaprabhu said, this is not proper atonement. This is not proper atonement. Is a, what you say, that is a, you have done some work and do another work to, let's say, remove the reaction, just a reaction of karma, nullify that reaction, atonement, karmanmukhi. Do you understand? Karma prashchita. That is known as karma prashchita. That's not real prashchita, atonement. That's temporary, for temporary time. I may live, again you'll do the same thing. That is like kunjara sauchavat, hasti snana. Elephant enters into the lake or river, bathes nicely. As soon as it gets out, river again takes mud and dust and smears, puts on his body. What is the value of taking bath? The karma prashchita is like that, is not proper. Then comes Gyan prashchita. Better than that. Gyan prashchita. Gyani, he becomes very serious. I'll never commit any sinful activity. Do you understand? So, that Gyan prashchita, so he may not be committing any sinful activity, but whatever he has committed, the seed is not there. That is like bonsanola. Dense jungle of bamboo is there. Somehow fire is set up, whole bamboo jungle is burnt to ashes. Do you understand? No. But their roots are inside the earth. That is not burnt. When shower of rain, then sprouts. Gyan prashchita is like that. Do you understand my language? You may not be doing any more sinful activity, very serious, but root is there. Root is avidya. Avidya, nescience is the root. Therefore, the body commits pap. The root is not burnt. Bhakti prashchita is real prashchita. By bhakti prashchita, root is burnt. Avidya is destroyed. So Mahaprabhu said, you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. एक नामाभास से तुम्हारा पाप सर्वदग्ध हो जाए. If you attend Namabha stage, all reaction of your pap karma or whatever karma is finished, destroyed. Then you chant pure name, therefore Krishna prema, you get Krishna. That's the real prashchita. Understand? Therefore, namashraya kori jotane tumi thako apna kaj. You take shelter of holy name, accept Nama Tattva Piti Guru, take shelter of him, and take holy name, come surrender into holy name, under his guidance. You, whatever work you are doing, Guru will give you guidance, how it will be Yajna Karma. How that work, through that work, you will be engaged in Bhagavan Vishnu's satisfaction. Do you understand? That Guru will do. So under his guidance you do, then no more sinful, no reaction. Jagnathat karmana natra lokayam karmana. Another story I'll tell and conclude my speech. In Mahabharata, that is one story. One Brahmin was there, Vedagya Pandit. Pandit, Veda, he knows Veda. Do you understand? Acquired Vedic knowledge, Vedagya Pandit. But he doesn't know Tattva. It's only material scholarship. Once he was going on the road, do you understand? And some of his friends also there. He had some friends. So on the road he saw very nice palatable food. Well, just lying there. Rasgola, jilpi, laddu, palau, very palatable. Brahmins generally greedy persons, very greedy. Eat, only eating. Oh, such nice palatable. Who has put all this on the road? And then he ate it. Then he called his friends, hey, very nice, you eat also. Made all his friends eat also. So after a few years, they died. Then they are brought to the Jamajabod. Do you understand? And Jamaraj asked Chitragupta, open their book, what they have done, and then I'll give verdict. Chitragupta said, these people, they are Brahmins, but not done Brahminical work. And they ate this food. Those food was offered to ghosts. A ghost worshipper had offered that food to the ghosts. Therefore the food was lying there, and they ate it. Then Jamaraj gave verdict. You must remain in ghost species. Preta joni. Understand? Ghost species means no gross body, a subtle body. Do you understand? Ghost means subtle body. Mana buddhi ahankar. No gross body. Very painful. To remain ghost body, subtle body means very painful, very painful. Therefore ghosts always want to enter into a gross body. Therefore hunted by ghost call. They say, whose heart is very weak, hunted by ghost. But if you are chanting Hare Krishna, ghost will never come to you. Yeah. So this is because he asked Jamaraj, why that Vedic Pandit, Brahmana, why shall we eat? Oh, you did this work. You have done this work. Yeah. You ate that food. Offered to ghosts. Ghost worshipper had offered that food. You ate it and made your friends eat it. So ghost only, that's the reaction. No other thing. Then they found no other alternative is there. Inevitable, we cannot avoid it. We must have it. And Jamaraj is also a Mahajan. Yeah, Dwadas Mahajan, one of the Mahajans. They paid obeisance at lotus feet of Jamaraj. They said, all right, please tell us, how can we be relieved from this birth? What is remedy for it? Is there anything? Please tell us. Dharma said, yes, you must remain in ghost spaces and you all remain in a deserted place. Deserted place. If by chance a Vaishnava comes there, Vaishnavas travel everywhere throughout the world because they are so compassionate heart. Just to preach the science of Krishna consciousness, fallen souls, their heart bleeds, yes. They go everywhere. This is hell. Western country means hell. A Vaishnava comes to hell also. Why Vaishnava comes to hell? Well, to shower mercy to this. Those who are suffering in the hell, thinking hell is very good, nice, fine. In the fool's paradise. Showering the mercy on. As the Vaishnava comes here, Prabhupada came here. Do you understand? He said, if by chance a Vaishnava goes there, so if you serve him, do you understand? One comes to desert, he is very thirsty and hungry. So if you serve him and get his Ashribad, blessings, then you will be relieved from it. This is the only remedy, nothing else. Jamaraj said. So they remained in a deserted place many years. That Brahman, Vedanga Brahman and his friends all remained. By chance one Vaishnava came there. Do you understand? Yes, chanting Hare Krishna. And they have remembered. They saw, oh, a Vaishnava is coming, his Tilak is there, chanting Hare Krishna. Yes, Sikha is there, Vaishnava garb, dress is there. And Vaishnava was very thirsty at that time, hungry, no water, no food, no tree, they can sit down under cool shade, nothing is there, complete desert. That Brahman was the leader of the ghost, assumed a human form, came there and asked her, how can I serve you? Vaishnava said, I am very thirsty, I am very hungry. Will you please get me a glass of thanda pani, cold water and some fruit. So immediately went out and brought some fruit and glass of cold water, and some of his friends assumed the form of a tree. We said, oh, a tree is here. He sat down under the shade of the tree. This way they served. Vaishnava offered that water and fruit to Bhagavan Vishnu. He ate it. He said, I am hungry and thirsty. He ate it. Then gave some remnants to them. You understand? Remnants. The ghost, they have a subtle body, they cannot eat. They only smell. They only smell. They smelt it. So now they smelled it, immediately they are relieved from ghost body and get very nice demigod's body they got. Do you understand? Then Vaishnava became amazed and asked, what had happened to you? They narrated the whole story. That we have become ghosts because he did this thing and Jamaraj said this and then we are this. That is our good fortune that you came here, Vaishnava Thakur. Somehow we served you and got your mercy. In this karma dwara, by your activity, if it is not Jagya karma, definitely reaction is there. If you do Punya karma, pious activity, then you will be elevated to Swargaloka, heavenly planet, and get demigod's body also, and some other enjoyment you get. But Kine Punya Martya Loko Visadhi, and is exhausted again, fall down here. If you do Papa karma, then you will go to hell. So according to your karma, you may get heaven or hell. Accordingly, the birth you will get. But if you get sadhu krupa, Vaishnava krupa, Dharvai Krishna krupa, then you will be free from the reaction of your karma. Karmani niddahanti kintu cha bhakti bhajang govindam adi purusam tamaham bhajami. Jasta indra gopa athava indram sosya karmanurupa phalabhajan matanoti. Karmani niddahanti kintu cha bhakti bhajang govindam adi purusam tamaham bhajami. Brahma Samhita says, one has become Indra, one has become Indra Gopa. One has become Indra, heavenly king, because of his karma. Karma phala. One has become Indra Gopa, a tiny insect, reddish, looks red. That is said Indra Gopa. Generally, during rainy season, sandy places they are seen. Indra Gopa. We say Sadhava Bahu. Reddish. Are they seen here or not? I don't know, but they are seen in India. Indra Gopa, Indra. That is Brahma Samhita sloka says. Because of karma. One has become Indra, one has become Indra Gopa. Karmani niddahanti kintu sa bhakti bhajam govindam adi purusam tam vadami. If you come to the path of bhakti, actually sadhu guru, under his guidance, you engage yourself in loving services, serving Vishnu or Krishna. Do you understand? Then your karma phala is destroyed. No other way is there. Sadhu krupa, Guru krupa, Krishna krupa, karma mukti, no other way is there. Do you understand? Otherwise, karmic reactions is there and birth is determined. A wise, intelligent person, he should understand this thing. No, whatever I am doing, That should be done under the guidance of Sadhguru. No more for this my fruitive activities or for my own sense gratification. How it will be devoted for the satisfaction of Bhagavan Vishnu and Krishna. Under guidance, that skill is learn and engage himself. Then chant Hare Krishna. Namaste kori jatane tumi thako apna kahaje. You understand? Then no more karmic reaction. At last you go back home, back to Godhead. If you attain Namava stage, all your karmic reaction, Nama, karma, phala prarabdha karma is destroyed. And you chant pure name, definitely you develop Krishna prema and get Krishna, go back, go to Krishna loka. No more again coming to the material world, dukkha and suffer and undergo this cycle of birth and death. Thank you very much. Prabhupada Ji Maharaj ki jai, Samamita Bhakta Binda ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari.